made some notes from what Draw's done before because I wanted to try and keep it fairly similar, but it's going to be my version of that, okay? So we can work the whole arm. You see, that's Draw's version. I can't do that. That doesn't. Yeah, maybe I can. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try and do that. It doesn't feel right for me. So, the arm. Let your arm go. Let your arm go. This is going to be useful. You're right-handed. You're right-handed. Watch what happens. What does that mean?
Turns.
Let go. You're very good. Thank you very much, Marion. So you will get clients who do not let go of their arm. Thank you. I was wondering how I was going to disclose, how I was going to... There you go. Okay, good. So what I'm doing here is educating her. Let go. Good. Good. Okay. And some people can't do that. Notice what I'm doing in order to do that. I'm often introducing a little bit of movement to sort of fool her, okay? Because if I do something different, no, she's still let go of that. I've got the whole weight of her arm there. So what doesn't help when somebody isn't going to relax and let go? What does not help?
Pull?
Okay?
Pulling?
No, pulling helps.
Pulling helps, yeah.
Pulling definitely helps.
Telling me to relax.
Yeah, telling people to relax. What happens if you tell people to relax?
Or tense ups.
Okay. So we don't want to do that. This is effleurage, right? Effleurage. Forwards on that front leg, back on the back leg. Notice how I like to kind of introduce some movement, some pulling, all right? Okay, any movement on the arm is good. So if she's having struggles, any movement is just going to help her. So if somebody is not letting go of their tension, I'm just going to hold it and just tell them to let go, you know, let me take the weight, think about the other arm, whatever it takes, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, I've forgotten entirely what Draw teaches, so I'm just going to have to do my own thing now. So, we're going to do some effleurage. Notice how the arm is completely connected with the neck. So as I push in there, watch what happens to her head. Pull, watch what happens to her head. Push. See how everything is connected? So it's a good thing to work with the arms and the neck. Okay. So we're going to work a little bit deeper into the forearm. So we can use a lot of the techniques you've already used. The knuckles, did you hear mine click there? Lovely. See how red it is already? You can lift this lower arm and work with a kind of drainage through. I like this.
Yeah, someone said do that properly with me. I really like it because I really feel the stretch in my wrist.
It's lovely, isn't it? You can stretch the wrist even more.
Does that kind of put tension on your thumb?
No, I've hardly got any there at all. Right. But if I did feel any, I could use the knuckles.
Yeah, okay.
I've got no pressure on that thumb, really, and it's moving through downwards. See, there's no... If you take the thumb away from the finger, that's when you put strain on it. If it's in line, it's really... But if it gets too much, if I've got a man with very thick muscles here, I'd use my knuckles, okay? Or fist, or whatever you need. So you can move things around. You can keep your thumb on and move, or fingers on and move things around a bit. See if you've been doing some of that. You know, when we're doing the compression, here's some compression on the... Or I could put the arm down and do some more of the fingers in there. And coming up into the forearm. I'm going to teach you that one. If you pop the arm straight over like that, and hold, you can hold there, and work with the knuckles all the way down. Do you like that? I like that. just working with the knuckles. You can work with whatever you want, or you can come around and work with petrissage movements. Remember that rolling technique we were doing? Oh, yep, mustn't do things like right, okay. Any kind of stretching down is lovely. You can work around the hands. I don't want to give you too much. Just how does that feel? All right? Effleurage. Any petrissage you like. All the things you've done. You can work on the upper arm from here, or you can take it over and either just work from here or come around and do some stuff here, yeah, and around the elbow. And then the neck. I'm going to need a little bit more. Do you want to feel that arm now? See how dry it is? Oh yeah.
Is that because of the oil?
No, it's because I just don't like using a lot. So you can work the shoulder from the other side, okay? Bit like you were doing when they were lying prone. So bringing your fingers in, and it's a pulling movement, so getting your body in the right, but it's a more gentle. See how the fingers are working in there? Literally just, you can take one hand on top of the other, same as you do elsewhere. You want to get that? There you go. And coming up into the suboccipital area, just under the occiput. Where's your occiput? Yeah, good. So from the shoulder all the way up, feeling with your fingers. That's all I'm doing. I feel I'm not quite in the right position because I've got my leg around the table leg. That's better. So feeling up here, petrissage movements. You can do a little bit of compression in there as well. You all right with that? Okay, good. I'm just pressing really gently up around the... Right. How does that feel? Nice? Okay. Good. So from the top of the couch, you can carry on. So you can do some more effleurage. One hand on top of the other, right up into that occiput. Notice where my body is. Behind it, always. If I'm pulling through, it's going to be behind. And good. I'm only going to show you one side. We are actually right at the side of the spine there, but because you've got the head over to one side, it looks like we're on the side, but we're right underneath. So when I turn her head, you can see I'm right, that's where my fingers are. Okay? So what else can you do here? Well, whoops, with that behind me. You can kneel, and you can use the knuckles. Okay? So bringing your knuckles under. Now, how I'm doing that now, because I'm actually pulling through the neck, is two ways. One, I can take my knuckles through like this. So I'm actually using the knuckle like this as I come through. That's one way. And pulling through. Another is to use the fingertips. How are you doing under there? You all right? So with the fingertips, I'm just pulling through. If I turn you to one side, you can see that, just pulling through there. coming up onto this occipital area and just really pressing into those tissues there. You can feel the little muscles under the occipital there. The other way I like to do it is to actually use the thumbs like this. So I come under, it's more challenging, but my thumbs are either side of her vertebrae there, and I'm just literally going to pull through. Okay? In reality, and you can do all the things you've done before. You know the diamond effleurage round the shoulders? Good, that's one you can do. You can also do the side to side. It's a little more difficult. But I want to show you what I actually do. Can you grab me a chair? Because this is something you can do at home as well. Pushing down onto the shoulders. You know, we were pushing through, but actually this is pushing down. Thank you. Because the truth is, I'm so lazy these days. I'm always sitting. So if you're going to sit, you need to be sitting on the edge of something so that you have full movement. Okay? Do you understand that? If I'm sitting back on a chair, I'm stuck here. Okay? If I've got a chair or a stool, I'm always on the edge of it, like that. Then I work with the neck like that. That's what I do. That's the truth of what I do. Don't be frightened. What you don't want to do is stress the neck in any way. So what I did was actually just bring it to one side. No problem there, right? None at all. Her neck just goes nice and easily like that. No problem. So what you don't want to do is just pull the neck about in a way that it's not comfortable going. So just take your time and feel around there. Finishing the occipital. Is that enough? I think that's probably enough, right? And then you do the other side. Turn that off a sec, let me do that. Which is a nice thing to do, just roll in. Yeah? Good.
Do you do the fingers at all?
Yeah, do. Why don't you? Yeah. If you're going to do the hand, one thing to do as far as the hand is concerned is it's good to hold just above or around that knuckle when you're working on one finger, okay? It's not always easy if you've got someone with bigger hands than you. So I'd then take that knuckle and just rotate. You see what I mean? That kind of gives you a little bit more stability with what you're doing. And there's chocolate breaking. I love chocolate breaking. I use it a lot. So imagine you're breaking a bar of chocolate, okay? So you're actually breaking it. You break chocolate that way, don't you? Big bar of chocolate we're talking about now, okay? You get your hands in the middle and you press down, don't you? But if you get your hands in the middle and press down there, it spreads out the hand. Do you like that? She likes that. Okay? And we call that chocolate breaking in my world. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Anything you do, alright? Just a nice gentle stretch on that. Particularly when you finish the arm, you know, just a nice way to... Okay. Play, people, play. In pairs.